Hey everyone, it's Valen from Mischief of Mice, here with another Bit by Bit on OpenBlocks. Today we're going to be covering three very useful devices, namely the item dropper, the block breaker, and the block placer. So let's get to it. Let me pick these items up here. And first we start with the block breaker, made with a simple recipe of just some cobble, piece of redstone, 2 iron ingots, and a diamond pick. Then we've got the block placer, which is a very similar recipe, just replace the diamond pick with a piston. And then last but not least is the item dropper, which replacing that one item with a hopper. Now, each one works in a different way. Some of them can actually work with each other, of course. I have been using the item dropper throughout this OpenBlocks series. If you look here, I have it set up with one of these, and I've been using my cursor to turn the redstone signal on and off, thus activating the items to be dropped. And it has an inventory in it, like so that you can put the items in there. And it drops straight down. It's not like the dispenser of Minecraft where it has a chance of just kind of wandering around. It will actually drop in a straight line down, which is very, very handy. As you can see here, I've been using it for all my videos, but you can use it for many other things as well. But to continue on, let's get to the block placer and the block breaker. So, each one of these can accept a redstone signal just like the other. As you saw, part of the recipe even had a bit of redstone in the center there. And essentially, with the block placer, by activating it, it will place an item. But if there's something already there, it won't do anything else. Now, the block breaker will just constantly break things while the redstone signal is on. So, for instance, and you can see it's constantly breaking these items. Now if I were to put a chest here, these would actually not just spawn in front of it, they would be placed in the chest behind it where this little hole is. And when you place it, it actually faces away from you, whether it be the placer or the breaker, as you can see here. And this one here, the block placer, will only, here let me turn that off, will only work when the redstone goes active. So it just accepts a pulse once and that's it. It won't just constantly keep placing. So you will have to have a repetitive signal going to it. Now to give you an example of some of the things it will work with, here's an ender pearl inside. Nothing happens. So it will not function in that way. It has to actually be a block for it to place, like this obsidian here. Now, I have a lava bucket. It's not going to work like that either. Once again, needs to have an actual block, not a block in a bucket. And then, of course, we've got cake. Always my favorite. And then we've got the block breaker. Now, this will break things as if it was broken by a regular pick, but it doesn't take any time for it. So you can see it actually left bits of lapis laying around. It did not actually give you the block. So it does not have a silk touch effect on it. And then we've got the note block I had there. We've got the iron ore, obsidian. As you've already seen, it doesn't take any time at all for obsidian. And once again, if you don't want these things to be laying around once they're broken, you can always put an inventory or a chest behind it, pipe it out, whatever. And even a torch, it will break the torch as well. So it's very handy like that. Obviously, it's not going to affect things like water, lava, but you can actually make something simple like a cobble gin, and it will constantly feed into here. Just a simple little invention. I mean, it's just... Of course, you will need a diamond pick for the block breaker, which kind of negates the whole early game use on it. But it is very low maintenance. All you do is turn it on and it's done. You don't have to power it. It's automatically powered. So that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If so, please give me a like, comment, or subscribe. And until next time, see ya.